Hi everybody, this is Lowell, and we're talking about the basics of sound system design or structure of a sound system. And so far we've talked about your input with your microphones, your cabling, talking about your mixer, basic configuration of mixers, and then outboard signal processing. And so there's a lot that could be covered more in depth, and I'm sure that all of you have resources to study those things. But what I want to talk about today is routing the outputs. So you've got your inputs, your mixer, which modifies the signal, and then you have your outputs. And this is where busing really comes in handy, where you can send your signals to various places. It used to be quite limited with analog mixers. Of course, they got better, but with digital mixers, you have just endless possibilities of signal routing. And so if you want to take a cluster of instruments and grab them and send them over to a bus, then the output of that bus can be sent to anywhere. It can be sent to your, let's say you have one bus that is sent to your front of house system, your mains, and then you have another bus that's sent to monitoring or multiple monitoring, or you could have a bus sent to the internet for live streaming. You could have a bus sent to a TV broadcast, radio broadcast. And so all these different directions, or obviously recording, a recording studio, grab any number of things off of your mixing console and just tell that channel to go to that particular bus, and then grab that, and then you can mix it for each one of those outputs. And so the value of mixing or having a really good mixing console that has plenty of buses is so that you have all this flexibility of where to send signals. And we'll talk a little bit more in a subsequent video about your sound system itself in a speaker configuration in a room. But that's what I wanted to share today, is just to understand how signals are. And again, I'm going to go back to the analogy of plumbing. You have a stream that comes, a flow of water that comes into your house, and then you tap into that for various rooms. And that's the same mindset with a mixing console. The only difference being that you have multiple inputs coming into the board rather than just one, water source coming into your house. But you have multiple instruments that come into one place, and then you just grab however many of those that you want and send them wherever you want. So that's the value of your mixing console, is the ability to distribute what's coming into it. And so that's your output signal process, or output signal routing.